Welcome to How-FixIT, and this video I will show you how to replace a charger port on iPhone 11 Pro Max. What tools you need to disassemble the iPhone 11 Pro Max: screwdriver set, plastic mediator, suction cup for removing display, tweezers, plastic opening tool, adhesive tape for restore water protection, and adhesive silicone tape for the battery. In the description under the video you will find links where to buy all these tools and replacement parts for iPhone 11 Pro. To replace the charging port in iPhone 11 Pro Max, you need to unscrew a lot of screws that have different size. But the most difficult thing is that you will need to assemble everything back, and each screw must be fastened into right place. Therefore, I recommend using a magnetic mat and laying out each screws step by step during disassembly. Turn off iPhone before disassembling. Remove two screws near lighting port with a 0.8mm printer screwdriver. Take a hairdryer and heat the display surface for 1 or 2 minutes at temperature of 60 or 70 degrees Celsius. Fix the suction cup on the bottom of display and pull up the ring until there is a gap between the display and housing. Insert mediator and disconnect the display from the iPhone case on all sides. At the top of iPhone, do not push the mediator much into the case, so as not to damage the elements of the Face ID module. The case opens like a book, the display to the right side. Remove 2 screws on small panel and 6 screws on large panel. First, disconnect the battery cable and after 3 cables of the display. Remove 4 screws and remove the metal panel. There is a second battery cable under the metal panel. First, turn it off and then disconnect the taptic engine cable. Remove 2 screws with a Phillips screwdriver and 1 screw with a 1.5mm standoff screwdriver. Now you can remove taptic engine from the housing. Remove 3 screws on the metal panel, then remove it and disconnect the cable from the iPhone mainboard. You don't need to remove the battery, I did it for other video instructions. Let's begin to remove the bottom speaker. Remove 2 screws with a Phillips screwdriver and 1 screw with a standoff screwdriver. In the iPhone 11 Pro Max, the bottom speaker glued to the case, and if you want to keep the factory adhesive tape, heat the surface of the speaker and unstick it from the case. Remove the screw and remove the metal panel. It also glued, so use hairdryer again. Remove all remaining screws on the bottom. Now let's begin to removal of the cable with the charging connector. This cable glued to the case, so you need to heat with a hairdryer and at the same time unstick it from the iPhone case. The cable removed, and if you did everything carefully, the factory sticky tapes will remain on the back housing and you can reuse it when reassembling iPhone. In the description you will find a link where to buy a new cable with charging port for iPhone 11 Pro Max. In the process of assembling, be careful with the types of screws, rest just repeat by the video. The iPhone 11 Pro Max assembled, and now you can connect the display and check how smartphone works before final assembly. To check the iPhone, just connect 3 display cables and battery cable, but only that order. First connect display cables. Check how iPhone works, and if all function works fine, you can begin to the final assembly of iPhone with restoration protection against water and dust. Remove the silicone adhesive tape from the iPhone back housing. Using isopropyl alcohol and cotton swab, you can wipe the back housing. This is not necessary, but it will not be superfluous. Before attaching new adhesive tape, make sure that you glued the right side on the back housing. This silicone tape restores resistance to water and dust. This doesn't provide 100% waterproof for your iPhone, but without this sticker, the display will not hold well and dust will get inside your iPhone. In the description you will find link where to buy such a sticker. Press the sticker on top so it sticks better to the case. Let's begin to connect the display. First connect 3 cables of the display, then battery cable, and only this order. Install the panels and fasten screws. Turn the display over and push it to the case. Fasten 2 screws near lighting port and you can turn on iPhone. That's it. I hope this video was useful for you and I helped restore your iPhone 11 Pro Max. See you soon on How-FixIT.